All right, this is roving reporter Mike Lust here to on Dave TV to interview the Alkaline Trio for the 3rd annual Polyester Festival, which I'm really excited about this weekend. I hope you guys are too.
We are.
This is your first time playing the Polyester Festival, and
I know nothing about it, Mike. Can you tell me?
either do I. You know, the Polyester Festival is a festival booked by Craig from the Empty Bottle that he has put on for the past couple years to showcase underground bands from Chicago, and you guys recently have had a little success going, on tour. You've had some success in town. The past couple shows you guys have done here have both been sold out. They've been huge. You played a homecoming show at the Fireside in June. You played the Braid show the other night, which was sold out. I mean, tell me what a taste of success is like. I mean, you just got off tour with Face to Face, and how's everything been going, basically?
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Can you elaborate, basically? Because a lot of the bands you're playing with at the 3rd annual Polyester Festival, with the exception of the Blue Meanies, have never really toured much, have never had a taste of, a deli tray. A taste of a deli tray. So, I mean, what is it really like to go on a really good tour, to play for a lot of kids, to play for kids who are mouthing the fucking words to your song? I mean, that's amazing. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's weird. We've never, because I think all of us have been in bands before and never really, in the bands we've been in, have never really experienced that kind of that kind of response at anybody.
You've all been in bands before. Danny here has been in Slapstick, and Tuesday.
Flowers.
Good Flowers.
Flowers was big in Belgium. But no, you've been in Slapstick and Tuesday, both which have had a lot of success with the kids, with selling records. Glenn was in 88 Fingers Louie, a pretty influential Chicago area punk band, and Matt was, of course, in Jerkwater. So let's skip that.
Move along.
Yeah. So and Matt also played drums in the Traders, which was a great band. But now you're in Alkaline Trio, and things are going really well. Do you feel like everything's really paid off? Honestly, I mean,
I live by the beach now.
you live by the beach because you're homeless. But I mean, you guys don't have day jobs. Come on, help me out. I'm asking you a bunch of questions. You guys need to elaborate. People want to know. I know kids all across the country. I personally have toured with you guys, and I've seen the impact you have on the young ones of America, and not even the young ones, but people that enjoy that style of music. So, tell me how things are going.
Good. It's like dream come true kind of shit,
Well, good.
Ever since high school, this is
what do you look forward to in the future? What are your goals? I mean, you've gotten to this point. I mean, what do you look to do? What do you really want to get out of it?
I think the roughest thing at this point, for me anyway, I guess, would be trying to sustain. Because right now I think we're all just having a lot of fun and things are I think going pretty well. And if we can sustain this for a while and not lose the interest, the shown interest in our band, I think that would be really great. Or if we could eventually sell more records and draw more people to our shows, that would be kick-ass. But I'm just
being able to pack small clubs all across the country, in Europe and Japan and wherever we could go, that would be the best thing.
So you guys are going to Japan pretty soon, right?
No, it's off.
It's
it
off.
got canceled. Yeah, we tried to.
All right, I'm going to change the subject here.
No, it's all right. We just found out a couple days ago that it's off. We were supposed to do 3 dates with Face to Face, 2 shows in Tokyo and a show in Osaka, and then we had 3 shows set up by ourselves surrounding those 3 dates. So 6 dates altogether. And Face to Face asked us to go, and we obviously were honored. We would love to go to Japan, and Face to Face are great guys, and it would have been a lot of fun. But unfortunately, us going there, we were going to try and avoid having to pay for work visas, which are really pricey, and having to pay for. It basically what it boils down to is we couldn't afford it, and we were going to try and go as tourists. And the promoter in Japan won't have it. They do everything legit. It's very corporate when Face to Face goes there. And, we just can't afford that. It's like we're paying a lot of money for stuff that we could avoid. And
Well,
it's part of
I think what you need to do is get one of those fake recording contracts like you did with Luster King when you went to Canada.
We didn't record a damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Shh, cut it.
No, but it was. Unfortunately, they wanted to do everything legit, and it turned out that we would have had to pay for work visas, and which we weren't planning on. We were going to say we're just going over to hang out with friends or whatever, and then go play the shows. And the promoter won't have it. The people that work for Face to Face apparently wouldn't have it because they want to do everything by the books, that's their business and that's their thing. But we'll just await another opportunity. Hopefully, Japan isn't going anywhere. So we'll do it when we can deal with people that are more on our level, that are willing to support a band and willing to support us trying to get over there as artists, rather than like a bunch of people trying to grub money out of us or see how difficult they can make it for us to get there. We'd like to go there and play with people that, for lack of a better term, are like punk rock people that don't mind lying to their governments about our business there and aren't nationalists and aren't trying to fucking make a shitload of money off of a band like us that are,
and we're
very small.
Relying on Mike Park for a lot of stuff. He's going through a really tough time right now.
Yeah.
So we want to do it when Mike can come with us, and it's very comfortable for him. And
it all together, it was bad timing, and financially it was just out of the question. We would have lost a significant amount of money doing it.
That's good.
So,
because I heard the other day on the news that Japan isn't going, and so we're all good there. There'll always be that chance, and I know you guys are going to go there. I've witnessed your success firsthand. I was able to tour with you guys, and I know things are getting better. It was incredible. And you guys have gotten a chance to tour with Face to Face. You've gotten a chance to tour with, crappy, no-name bands like Luster King. I mean, how is it?
Which was the best tour
and
we've ever
and
been
you
on.
tell me that it was such a good time and it was one of the best things ever. But how is it different?
it's about going out with friends.
Yeah, it was straight. Go ahead, Danny.
Touring with Face to Face was excellent, but it was just different. I think by the end of the tour, we had adjusted to playing the kind of clubs we were playing in. But that first week is like, okay, we're going from 100-person rooms to 1,000-person rooms. Sound-wise, it's difficult to adjust to. Like management-wise, like everyone in the club is very like, everyone that works there is like there to work there, and they're very like, snap, like do this, like get ready to play, like you want food, you got to eat it now, like stuff like that. And I mean that's would be really neat if you were into, getting your deli tray, whatever, like playing your 33.5-minute set or whatever, and like just doing everything straight up. But I think the three of us like to just go to shows and just play fun and like have fun and play our music. You know what I mean? And
is it kind of like sleeping with someone just to sleep with them and then sleeping with someone you love?
That's not a bad analogy.
And when you sleep with someone you love, you're like, God, this is hot sex action. This is really great. And then when you sleep with someone...
different. I mean, it's actually not so far from it. I mean, there's a warmth involved with being with friends when we were on tour with you guys with Luster King.
Because it's hard to be on tour, and you need somebody around.
And it was like you have like a support group, you know what I mean? And with Face to Face, they're really nice guys, but they're a huge band. They have a big-ass bus. They have deli, they got all that. And we, reap the benefits of that, obviously, touring with them. But having, all those kind of things doesn't compare to being out on the road with really good friends. And even if the shows, we were playing shows for, 1,000 people, and playing on tour, when we were touring together, some of our best shows were like maybe 100 people, whatever. But it's like the vibe is totally different. You're a lot closer with the audience. And you're with your friends. I think it's
those
just
people
way
are there
more...
to see you,
Well, yeah, and I think...
there's more of a potential to meet those people that came to see you at a smaller show and actually make new friends. Like when we had such a great time in Quebec and up in Canada, meeting people that were foreign and hanging out in a totally foreign country. Am I right?
Hey, we're foreign.
No, but it was...
Because I was thinking that in Canada, I'm like, what the hell's with all the foreigners around here?
I know, but it was just a great opportunity to hang out with and meet new friends and eventually go back there, not in a band setting, not in a touring setting, and just go and spend a week with these people that you met because you played there in a small, intimate setting.
No, definitely. I'm sorry.
When you're backstage, like at this huge club, like on like Irving Plaza in New York or something, it's very hard for the kids to find you when you're done playing and say like, "Good show. You want to stay at my house, or do you want to like go out and drink?" Or they could be like, "You guys suck." And either way, it works out to benefit the experience.
You guys are shite.
You guys are shite. Go home.
Bringing us back to the reason why we're all here today, like the Polyester Festival, it's kind of a mix of Chicago bands, Chicago underground bands, and there's definitely like it's always had like a more experimental type list of bands, like your Super Like Johnny's, your 90 Day Men's, like Del Rey, your Luster Kings, bands that are kind of off the beaten path. I find like you guys, how do you guys fit into all that? Basically, where do you want to fit into all of it?
Well, I think it's good that, all the bands you just mentioned, like I think we're all friends, and I think that's really interesting, and I do think we're all totally different bands.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's what's the most important.
That helps to benefit, like, in just the fact that we can all play good, like, diverse shows. And that helps a lot, too, because I've been going to shows in the city for a long time. And when I go to shows where all the bands are the same, either they're the same artsy, like, for lack of a better term, like, just, out there kind of band, or then there's, like, shows that are for, like, pop bands. You know what I mean? Like, those shows kind of get boring by the time you reach
They get really boring.
But if there's a show that was those bands that you just mentioned, they're all different, ranging from, like, straight up, like, pop, like us, and then, like, Sweeper Like Johnny, like, totally different from us. That's a fun show, because everyone there knows each other, we get along, and it's fun to play together, and just because we hear different stuff, and,
It's honest rock. It's all okay.
It's all just what we're
That's
into.
what I was
trying
going
to
to ask you.
fake
Like, do you
something.
guys like playing more diverse
Oh
films?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we played some shows with a band, the Dismemberment Plan from DC, who we're huge fans of, and we
Great
sound
band.
nothing. We sound completely different, and it's just like we're good friends. We go and it's all punk rock. It's all independent music, and it's just a different way of stating it. And to get four bands together that sound exactly the same, it's just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about it. It's like I would much rather our band be involved in a show where there's people that may not get to see us or have any interest in seeing us, and at least they're at a show, 90 Day Men's crowd maybe. The bill that we're playing at the Polyester Fest, I'm totally excited about, because it's a really diverse bill. The Blue Meanies and us and 90 Day Men and Sterling are just four totally different kinds of bands, and those are the kind of bills I get really excited for. I think it's like I would much rather go to a show and just see. It's like what the shows don't have to make. It's like people set up shows and it's like, well, that wouldn't make sense if this band played or whatever. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's all the same vibe. It's all the same.
You guys and Sterling, I couldn't think of more polar opposites, but I think it's going to really work.
It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
And I think that's all the more reason why people should come out this weekend, or next weekend rather, and check out from September 2nd to September 4th the Polyester Festival. It looks like we got to wrap things up. We're going to wind it down. So thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
And come out and see the Alkaline Trio in addition to a lot of,
3 great days of music.
Yeah, 3 great days of music and alcoholism.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Cheers to you, Mike Lust. Thanks for having us.